Hello, my name is Sylwia Szymańska and today I would like to talk about multiple instance learning to support a tumor area detection in histopathological scans. So, multiple instance learning is a method of weakly supervised learning where training data is organized in bags where each contains a set of instances and has one label for a bag. This technique fits many problems and allows the use of poorly marked data. The standard assumption is that a bag is considered negative if all its instances are negative. A positive bag designation means that at least one case in the bag is positive. The main aim of this work was to investigate selected machine learning algorithms to be used in automated detection of tumor areas in histopathological scans. Additionally, the algorithms were also tested on three datasets containing features, interactions, and features and interactions to see the effect of interactions on the quality of cancer area detection. Cancer is a serious public health problem as it is one of the main causes of death of people around the world. About 70 to 80% of all cases of breast cancer are classified as two main types: invasive ductal cancer, IDC, and invasive lobar carcinoma, ILC. The original datasets containing 162 images of IDC at 40 times zoom. For further analysis, 50 by 50 pixels flaps were used, which were divided into two subsets for each patient. The slide shows the workflow. The first step was data loading. The dataset contained grouped histopathological images, and using Python libraries as NumPy and Pandas, they were changed to n-dimensional arrays. The next step was data preparation. The images have been converted to grayscale and modified with the RRD package. Grayscale image conversion is a type of loss operation, therefore some of the information may have been lost, but it was necessary to use the pyradromic library. Feature extraction was done next. The stage was performed using default values of arguments declared in the pyradromic library, which include all clauses and features. Filtering was done to remove those features in the set that did not differ in values for analyzed tissue types. This operation allowed to leave 107 variables in the set. After feature interaction, selection of feature and interaction was performed. The variables obtained using the pyradromics library were prepared according to the description of the input file specified in the broadside sub item. Thanks to that, it was possible to determine a set of informative features that served as input data for multiple instance learning classifiers. The interactions between features were created by multiplying the appreciated variables. The last step was using MIL algorithms and rating quality assessment. The quality of prediction of three selected multiple instance learning algorithms, APR-MIL, Citation KNN, and MILBoost, was evaluated for three different datasets, containing only features, only interactions, and including features and interactions. On the chart, we can see the features sorted by their importance. The cutoff point is defined at the level greater than or equal to 0.01. Identical steps were taken for in the interaction selection. The cutoff point is defined and greater than 10. The results were obtained using Broadside software, which is a feature selection and interaction application designed to extract sets of informative variables from a data. In order to better understand what the marked differential features are, two of them have been selected and their values have been given for sample images from the dataset. The first one measures the variability of gray level intensity values on the image, while the lower value shows a more homogeneous intensity value. A result of about 61.5 was obtained for healthy tissue, while cancer tissue had a result approximately 2 times higher, which is fully understandable because cancer tissue is heterogeneous in its structure. Another example is original first-order root mean squared. This feature is a measure of the size of the value in the image, calculated as the square root of the average of all squares of the intensity value. As mentioned, tumor tissues have different structures, which also means higher intensity value in the images. So among the analyzed data, they were characterized by much higher results. To assess the quality of classification, I used 4 measures: accuracy, error, specificity, and sensitivity. The results are presented in the table. Analyzing the values of individual metrics used to assess the quality of classification, it was noted that among all MIL methods, MILBoost proved to be the best. The accuracy of the algorithm reached the highest value for all tested datasets and was between 94 to 96%. This is a very good result, especially as the second best quality classification was the citation KNN method with the results of about 81%. An important advantage of MILBoost is the fact that after training all weak classifiers, the individual cases are reweighted. This method is the limits over matching. It is worth reminding that in the problem of MIL classification, for a bug to be considered positive, it is enough for one of the images to be a picture of cancer tissue, which made it much more difficult to give the correct label and negatively affected the classifiers based on, for example, distance such as citation KNN. In summary, tumor tissues do not have a homogeneous structure, which was shown by 2 selected differentiating features. MILBoost was the best of the methods. This algorithm is resistant to overfitting, so it was able to correctly classify even bugs containing a single positive instance. The sensitivity does not take into account false hits, so that obtaining a 100% value for this indicator may suggest that a positive result was obtained in all healthy patients. This case was observed when testing the APR-MIL. Thank you for your attention.